DK that character sometimes is he just like if you let DK play his game, you're gonna have a bad time. You gotta play so heavily anti-grab. It looks like we got Nebula versus Cherpumple up next. That is gonna be Robin versus Pac-Man.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna see Robin versus Pac-Man, but not this Robin versus Pac-Man actually. Like I thought, Tryhard Train would do it.
Tryhard Train, he told me we went and got some water. Like I was getting water, and he was also at the drinking fountain, and he said he was having some controller issues. And I guess he won game 1 and didn't realize he had controller issues, and then he SD'd game 2. And I think he got his controller reset, and I guess he just SD'd game 3, and that happens sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes
I mean, I know he came in really late because he wasn't here when I hopped on commentary the first time, and that was about 6:45, so he was at least 15 minutes late. I don't think he had like any real warm-up time. He might have done a hand warmer. He might not even have done that. So he was going in cold. So I'm excited for this matchup here. Not something you see all the time.
Yeah, definitely not.
One of the selling points for this weekly, actually, for me, is Nebula being here, so I get to learn how to commentate Pac-Man. Because there are 2 Pac-Mans in the state, Sup and Nebula. Nebula is the better one in singles. They both agree on this, that Sup is actually better at doubles than Nebula. Because Sup is very good. He took 5th at, I think, an NHS fairly recently. So Sup can do it, but Nebula is the one who takes it a lot more seriously from the player standpoint, and then Sup is the one who takes it very seriously commentary-wise.
Yeah, no, this matchup I could almost imagine a lot of camping, but
I know Cherpumple likes to play campily too. That's one of her, that's kind of her go-to style, and I think that's kind of weak in this matchup specifically because I think Pac-Man's camp game is stronger.
Yeah, like he can kind of just sit there and just like he has more mobility essentially. He can just sit there and throw off stuff. Where Robin's so slow.
Yeah, Robin is so slow, and her specials have a 1.5 year event lag.
Yeah, that's the thing. Pac-Man, you can just keep throwing out stuff.
Yeah, Pac-Man, he's just kind of going for stuff. And Robin, slowest run and walk in the game, so not getting helped out there either. Did get helped out in the buffs department of the checkmate, which is getting close to being online. That down throw up air, as long as you got the Levin sword. Rather dangerous option. Just something that Nebula has to be very aware of. But Pac-Man is one of the characters that can effectively play anti-grab because he can play at such a far away range. I love how he knows the cancellation of the dash attack. He can react out of it so quickly, and he does it very well.
That could have been a really nice combo. You did nerd out right there.
Yeah.
That could have been death actually.
Last week, I think it was like winners semis. Godot versus Nebula. Game 1. Nebula destroyed, Twitter comboed Godot. It was absolutely disgusting. Nebula has these things on lock.
Yeah, Nebula's really solid as a Pac-Man. Like, I've played him a bunch of times. So, yeah, I've definitely seen it firsthand. Yeah.
And just going for the strawberry there, I think maybe she was out of a jump. And the thing that's even scarier a lot of times, I don't know if it works. Oh, yep, checkmate. And you got the Galaga, I think. Yeah, still got the Galaga. It just kind of goes away. She puts it behind her back to charge up the book. Gonna drop throw the Galaga downwards, so it's gonna loop.
Yeah, loop any direction you throw it.
Yeah.
Kind of property of it,
yeah. It's a unique item. Pac-Man is a rather unique character. Like that's how you describe this matchup. It's something you really only see at MSU, and it's weird because you have 1 Pac-Man and 2 Robins.
Definitely is something you almost never see in a major or national or even regional.
No, not really, unless this happens to happen, and because they all go to MSU, it's even less likely to happen. Oh, the tech in, no punish right there, just opting to charge up his special. Catching right there, so smart. That's one of those things where you almost are curious if you meant to do that, but you're just like, yeah, I totally meant to do that. Yeah, books in hand. Z dropping it to get rid of the hydrant. Both items will eliminate the hydrant, so that's important to note. Like you can have kind of a burst option to maybe surprise Nebula, but the throw up of that melon, it drops so slow. Got the trap on the ledge, trying to jab him back into the bell.
I'm kind of wondering, almost why more, not the strong, the Arc Thunder it is, but
the weaker.
Yeah, the weaker one, the Elf Thunder, I think.
Okay, yeah, I believe I think it's Elf Thunder. Trying to go for that Nosferatu. That's something I see Tryhard Train hit quite a bit. I've watched a lot of Tryhard Train though. Uh-oh. I think that's a dead Robin.
No.
Oh, no, not quite.
Her recovery is like, or his recovery is actually surprisingly not that bad. Like,
It's not bad. It just doesn't have a hitbox on the top of it, but you main Rosa, so you know that's not that bad.
I know, I've been one of the worst recoveries in the game, so it's
Yeah, like as far as not having a hitbox, like challengeable recoveries, Rosa's is one of the worst. Like it's not that fast. It just goes pretty far. So like you're helped out with that. Like you can make it back from a lot of scenarios if you angle it properly. But yeah, we should see just a game 2 here. What do you think Cherpumple can do to maybe adapt? I know you said more of the like weaker neutral specials.
Yeah, not the weakest one, but the second weakest one.
Yeah.
Like that one, I just feel like because the fruits just keep stopping the arc runner.
Right.
So why not just throw those out? Those are 10% and just keep up a constant pressure.
Yeah, try to keep up maybe a little bit more pressure, maybe play a little bit more in your face. But like I said, I know Cherpumple likes to play the camp game, but I can see exactly what you're saying. That orange just clashed out with it. It doesn't care. Exactly. And that's a good option in this matchup. And gonna get caught right there. So unfortunate. No tech though, so
yeah,
that's a tough tech, but you gotta hit that. As a Robin main, you gotta be timing those windows precisely. And just dash attack into down tilt. Gonna send that hydrant right to where he wants it to. That's, you know, that's just another impressive thing. He's got such great hydrant control. He can do the things where the hydrant just kind of bounces up and down, and it just got great vertical pressure, and it's like it can be a lot of shield pressure, and then he can send it a long ways away. Smart roll timing as well, and actually into the bronze sword, because that down smash was bronze sword. So Cherpumple getting kind of stringed right here after that unfortunate no tech scenario, and just in kind of the danger zone. But this should be a checkmate. Not going to be enough though.
Yeah.
Battlefield and Pac-Man's kind of thick. And we're just going to see kind of some edge pressure here. Very smart. And just the up smash, just going to do it. I think that's one of those things that's almost underrated about Robin. Like you expect these kill setups to come out and like these powerful specials, but her normals aren't bad. She's just like really slow to like really get there. Uh-oh. Yeah, that was very clean. And Nebula just getting all the time in the world to charge up the fruits.
Yeah, that's kind of the other reason I said that. Just because you're letting him charge up strong fruits, so don't let him do that.
Right.
Pressure or approach him.
And he doesn't seem to really care. Like if all of a sudden you're tossing a neutral projectile at him, he's just going to toss whatever fruit he has at you. Like he's not going to care. The Nosferatu is going to be a little bit, but like that baby bite might be enough to maybe get some sustain going on.
Okay, it's gotten a lot closer. Like, you know, after that first stock, I was thinking, nah, this looks really bad.
Yeah.
But
Oh, actually just tossing the key away. I don't want this key. This is the wrong key. It's like when you get a new car and like you're just like, I don't need this key anymore. Toss it away. I don't want this. And he's got Cherpumple's doing a good job here. Checkmate's got to be getting close. Where are you going, Nebula?
I don't know.
He's fine. He's fine though, because he's Pac-Man. He can hang out there all day. But is this a checkmate? Not going to be quite enough, but the next one will be.
Now I think Cherpumple should go for almost fully charged.
The Thoron.
Yeah.
Gonna toss out the key. The key keeps flying. The key doesn't care.
Yeah, he stopped it with his.
And he's actually gonna need the melon. And that upward toss is just so slow. It's so formidable.
Oh, no.
Where are you going, bud? You can't be doing that. That's unfortunate.
That was
But
really unfortunate.
shout outs to Cherpumple to taking it that far, because she was down a full stock. Like, that's insane. Like, absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, like she brought it all the way back on us. That was just one hit away.
Yeah,
and that
like-
was just unfortunate.
Like, yeah, that was unfortunate. Like, it was an unfortunate miscue from Nebula, but it was very, very close. Like,
yeah.
he got checkmated right there. It didn't quite KO, but it was so dastardly close. And we are getting into our game 3 here. It looks like we are going to have Town.
Like,
Nebula,
this is
why would you pick it? This is like Robin's best,
this
one
is
of Robin's
a
best stages.
Man versus Robin. This is the Pac-Man versus Robin. Because stuff kills, like, the checkmate kills a lot earlier, and you're letting her kind of get that FD ability just to kind of camp.
I know that Triad Train actually doesn't like FD as Robin, just because Robin's so slow.
I could get that against some characters, but some characters you want the space. You want the space. You
Right.
want Robin to get like closed in by like Fox or something like that.
Right, exactly. But yeah, this is tough because Pac-Man, he just kind of gets like these weird KOs almost. Like it doesn't really matter if you're killing off the top or off the side.
Oh, that took us.
Yeah, that was a great tech.
Yeah.
So sometimes you tech, sometimes you don't. It's a little bit of double-edged sword. And you're gonna get the power pellet to heal. You got Nebula with another big lead. All right, so we're seeing like the advanced techs here too. Not even wasting his neutral specials anymore. And he's got that. That was so good because if you dropped low to try to avoid, like if you thought the key was maybe coming, you're gonna get killed by the hydrant. But if you tried to just avoid the hydrant, you're at a bad point. That was so good.
That was amazing.
Oh my goodness, Nebula, chill.
I guess after the second game, I was like, okay, I gotta win this now. You know, that SD was.
Yeah, that SD was real suspect.
Okay, 40%.
Oh my goodness. 49 unanswered. Nebula. Nebula.
Wow. Okay, he was just trying to style at the end.
Nebula is a style boy. And now we got Nebula forced off of the side of the stage, but that's not a bad spot for Pac-Man to be in for the most part. That hydrant betraying him just a little bit, but he's still got a lead and a whole stock.
Yeah, this is even worse than last game, actually. Like, Cherpumple will be like a bear or something, or just something like
something silly.
Something ridiculous that just probably won't happen. Right?
Yeah, it's so tough. Maybe an Elwyn spike. I think Elwyn might be your like most realistic comeback option. I'm gonna get the Bell up air, just like a little bit of percent. That up air, all of Pac-Man's aerials are actually incredibly weak. Back air and up air are both like mediocre at best. He actually went for a grab right there. A little interesting with the arc fire impending. I like that Cherpumple's sticking to her guns here and just throwing arc fires there. That's a bit of a tough ledge trap to get out of. Great forward air. One of the disadvantages Cherpumple had going into this, though, is that Nebula played like 10 games against Tryhard Train literally last week.
Yeah, so Nebula knows exactly.
Yeah. He did play some, like, Tryhard Train did play some Cloud for that, but he also played some Robin, like, and going for the Thoron, trying, and that Hydrant just going to be enough, yeah.
So it's best of 3, right?
Yeah. We should, there's a debate about doing finals as best of 3. It kind of depends on the time because we are strictly out of here at 10. We have to be gone. Okay. So it's just kind of, they play it by ear, kind of where we're at. There's also talk of doing just grand finals best of 5, which is not bad. It's kind of wonky, but I don't disagree with it. Like if you realize that, hey, you've got a little bit of extra time that you don't expect. So we have Updraft versus Cheddar up next. I believe Cheddar is a Roy, if I'm not mistaken. And Updraft played Luigi last week. I know he was kind of like, still kind of searching for a main. So I'll be interested to see what he chooses here.
I see, yeah. My guess is after this losers round, I'm probably going to be going back out to play because I still got to play my semifinals.
I'm guessing. So they're coordinated. They're actually headsetted up. The TO is, along with our streamer man. Definitely go ahead and hit us both up on Twitter if you've got questions, comments, concerns about the commentary. I am at Super Atomic SSB, and you are Rayquaza _07. Yep. What's the significance of the 07?
Okay, the 07. Okay, I've told a bunch of people this, but basically Rayquaza, favorite Pokemon.
Yeah.
So
I knew that, but I don't think I've ever heard the 07 part.
The 07 part. Okay, 07, you know the Blue Falcon, Captain Falcon's number? That's what the 07 is.
Oh, okay, so you just like Captain Falcon. Yep. Okay, that's understandable. There's like a really, really long story that we don't have time to get into for my tag, but one day I'll tell that tale. It's a cool thing, but it's pretty long, and I don't really want to talk about it right now. Did you catch DeBuzz's tier list?
DeBuzz's tier list. I don't think I actually saw his recent one.
Okay, he just dropped one. I think he dropped one. I think it was like yesterday and the day before that. He did top tiers the first day, and then everybody else essentially. He just broke it into 2 parts, which I really like. He didn't like meander over the low tiers, which is reasonable, because if you're not playing like a top 3 character at this point, you're really putting yourself at a disadvantage as far as winning the whole shebang. But it's also good to see like different characters and people who are just really loyal to their characters and really like their characters. Because a big part of like doing well is just liking your character.
But yeah, so who do you put in top 5? Who do you put over top 5?
So I can't remember all of top 5 because basically the way he did it is he had Cloud and Bayo and S. Okay. Because he said if you played both Cloud and Bayo, you didn't lose a single matchup. I
don't agree with that at all.
He actually had Fox at 3 because he's looking at optimal Fox.
Okay.
I'm getting foggy on the placings after that. I want to say Diddy was like 4.
I guess, yeah.
Because, I don't know, I think people are kind of starting to figure out the Diddies and exploiting their habits. It's still so good. It looks like we are going to get into this matchup here, though. We are having Roy Luigi. I was right for once.
Yeah, like I got to play Chatter's Roy. Actually, we were just playing friendly. So, I know,
so you played JCav, you played my Roy, you played Magma. Where does it stack up, do you think?
Ooh, I don't know. Actually, I think he probably is like